Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to start with our next topic of social studies in geography, the planet Earth. Okay. Have you ever imagined or have you ever tried to think that how this universe, humans, then animals, stars, galaxies, planets, space and time came into existence? So let's learn. The first one is the universe. It is interesting to know that exactly what happened in our universe about 15 billion years ago. All matters in the universe were concentrated in one mass. This super dense and extremely hot mass eventually it exploded with a big bang, and the matter was thrown around in all directions. The universe started to expand and it got bigger, thus more space around the matter. Now this scattered matter led to the formation of galaxies, stars and other heavenly bodies. Now the Big Bang theory, it explained the process that led to the birth of our universe. Now with the Big Bang, millions of galaxies, each having millions of stars, formed in the universe. One of such galaxy to which our sun belongs is the Milky Way. This spiral shaped galaxy is also known as Akash Ganga in Hindi. Now let's learn about the stars. These stars they make up the galaxies in the universe. Means many stars they come together to make up the universe. Self-luminous. Self-luminous means what? They shine by producing their own light. Incredible amount of light and heat is produced by the burning gases within them. These stars they have a large amount of heat and light which is produced by them by the gas within them by the gas which are produced inside them. Now the sun that we see every day is also a star. What is a constellation? Do you know what is a constellation? Some stars they make a recognizable pattern in the sky, and this pattern is known as constellation, or it is also known as nakshatra in Hindi. When you look up into the night sky, you will find some of them. Like you can see the Great Bear. It is also called as Ursa Major. Then we have Orion. It is called as the Hunter. Then we have the Libra, the balance scale. These are some of the constellations or the nakshatra which are recognizable in the night sky. Our solar system. Before we learn about our solar system, can you tell me what is the study of the stars or the other celestial bodies called as? Yes, astronomy. And the person who studies the stars and other celestial bodies are called as astronomers. Now let's learn about the solar system. Our sun, together with all the 8 planets that revolve around it, the satellite, the meteors, the comets, the asteroids, all together they form the solar system. Our solar system was formed about 4.6 billion years ago. The sun, the planets, and the other celestial bodies, these they have their own gravity, uh, of different strength, or you can say different power. These celestial bodies, they pull each other and hold what's on them in the place in the solar system and keep them where they are. Now these planets, or each planet, take a certain amount of time, or a certain time to complete the revolution around the sun. You know what is revolution? Revolution means the time period they take to revolve around the sun, and this is called its years. Means how many years earth or the mercury takes to revolve around the sun. If the planet is very much far away from the sun, the longer the time it will take to revolve around it. You can see in the picture, Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and has a year, or it takes 88 days to revolve around the sun. You can see the image. The planet's name is given, the distance from the sun, orbital velocity means how much kilometers they cover per second, and the period of revolution means how many days or how many years they take to revolve around the sun. You can see Mercury, it is 58 kilometers away from the sun and it takes 88 days to complete one revolution or one round of the sun. Then Venus, 225 days, Earth, 1 year. 1 year means how many days on Earth? 365 days. Yes. Then Mars, 2 years, Jupiter, 12 years, Saturn, 29 years, Uranus, 84 years, and Neptune, 165 years. Means farther the planet, more the time it will take to revolve around the sun. Now let's learn about the important part of our galaxy, the sun. Everyone knows that the sun is at the center of our solar system. It is a star and its diameter is over 100 times that of the earth, means much bigger than the earth, and it is the only source of heat and light for the entire solar system. Means sun is the only source of light and heat. Can you imagine, or can you think what it is made up of? This huge ball, or the sun, is a ball of burning gases, mainly hydrogen and helium. This makes it very hot with a surface temperature, you can say, of about 5,500 degrees Celsius. Now compare this temperature at which water boils. You know the temperature at which water boils, 100 degree Celsius. So compare the 100 degrees Celsius to 5,500 degrees Celsius, means much greater. Now this heat or great heat we cannot feel on the earth because of the great distance or the distance between the sun and the earth. This distance is about 150 million kilometers. Let's learn about the planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. The first one from the sun is the Mercury, then we have the Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. All these planets they revolve around the sun in a fixed path, and this path is known as the orbit. They also rotate on their own axis while revolving around the sun, means while they are revolving or they're taking around the sun, they move on their own axis or around their self. All planets, you can see the shape of the planets, they are spherical in shape and they vary or they are in different size and composition. We'll see the first one, the Jupiter. It is the largest planet of our solar system. It is 11.2 radius of the earth, means it is much bigger than the earth, and it is mostly, means the composition of the Jupiter is hydrogen and helium. Has a ring collection of spaced rocks. Mercury is the smallest of all the planets. Let's see some of the planets of the solar system. Everyone knows there are 8 planets in our solar system, but these 8 planets they are divided into different paths, like the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Together these planets are called as the red planets. Red planets, or you can call them as the terrestrial planets. Why? Because these planets are rocky or are having rocky surface. Then we have the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These planets they are called as the gas giants of our solar system, as they are made up of gaseous and liquid substances. The Mercury and the Venus, which planet is more closest to the sun? You can see in the picture it is Mercury, but Venus is the hottest planet and not Mercury, even though it is very close to the sun. Why? Because the atmosphere of Venus it traps the sun's heat. Let's have a quick recap what we have learned in our today's session. Today we learned about how our universe came into existence, the galaxies, the stars, the heavenly bodies and other things which are present on the earth. Then we have learnt about the stars. Stars, we learned that they make up the galaxies and they are self-luminous and they produce their own light. Some of the recognizable pattern, they make some of the recognizable pattern in the sky and it is known as constellation. Then we have learned about the solar system, the sun, and the planets. We'll continue with the next part of the lesson in the next session. Hope this part of the lesson was easy for you. Thank you.